My name is Stuart Schlossman. I'm president and founder of msviewsandnews, and I'm here today to speak with David Lyons of the David has MS Fitness Challenge, and we just want to ask David some questions that we think that the MS community greatly deserves to know about and learn from. So the first question that I have for you, David, is, by the way, thank you. First off, thank you for being here. I know it's very hard to get your time with all the stuff that you do with those big guys out there, but we'll talk about that a little later on, okay?
Hey, I'm always honored to be on with you, Stu.
Thank you very much. Hey, tell me, when were you first diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and what led to your diagnosis?
Yeah, it was 2006, and I was actually working out in the gym when I started to feel a pain and numbness in my left arm. And, you know, of course, as an athlete, I just thought I basically hurt myself or had a pinched nerve. Pretty much ignored it for a few months before I ended up having to go into the hospital, paralyzed pretty much from the chest down.
So you said that you were an athlete. Like, what did you do? I mean, how physically active were you before your diagnosis?
Extremely. I mean, my whole life I've been in the gym. I was almost a professional boxer. I was a martial artist in the Marine Corps, and bodybuilder. And I was still bodybuilding in my mid to late 40s when this hit me. I was 47 years old. I was still at the gym pretty much every day.
So what else can you tell us about your background in fitness?
Well, I basically started at 20 years old as far as being a trainer and working in the industry. I ended up owning gyms at about 27 years old and owned 9 gyms over my lifetime. But I had been a trainer educator, a speaker, and an author in the fitness industry for many, many years. Of course, before I was diagnosed, I was in that industry for about 25 years.
Wow. What did you author?
I authored 2 books. One was a book about my life called David's Goliath, which talked about how I overcame the MS diagnosis through bodybuilding. And then my book on fitness, which is Everyday Health and Fitness with Multiple Sclerosis, which was a #1 release on Amazon for months when that came out a few years ago.
Great, great, great. So, we look at you and we see a physically fit guy, all right? We don't see any symptoms of multiple sclerosis. Do you have any? And if so, like, what are they?
Yeah, people always ask me that, Stu. They say, yeah, are you sure you have MS? Well, from the inside out, it's a little different. When you're looking at someone who's in shape, it's hard for you to think, oh, they've got some type of disease like this. But, I've got serious burning in my legs constantly. I have optic neuritis that comes and goes. I still, to this day, even with stem cells, cannot feel my left hand other than pins and needles and numbness in it. Now, I had really bad symptoms before I had stem cell treatment. I couldn't even feel my left leg and had a serious problem with drop foot, but that ended up getting alleviated after I had the cells.
Right. Do you use a disease-modifying therapy?
No, I don't. The way I use the therapy is nutrition, exercise, and mindset. And, I do alternative types of medicine for MS, and some of it, there's no backing, where people say, well, that doesn't work. And some of it does.
Okay. Did you ever use a disease-modifying therapy?
I tried Copaxone for a short period of time. Didn't like giving myself the shots and just saw the bumps everywhere and said, I don't really see a difference with it or without it. Okay. I know the drugs are supposed to slow down the progression of MS, so you really don't know if it's working or not at the time that you're taking it. But my MS, even though it did progress, I'm actually doing way better than I did when I first was diagnosed.
Okay. So tell me about those complementary therapies. You said alternative therapy, but I'll say complementary therapy. And what is it that you're doing and how does it help you to manage your MS?
Well, I've gone for stem cells, as you know, and I went to the Cayman Islands and they gave me cord tissue cells, which actually did a lot for me. Some of the other things that I've done is I've done therapy with a doctor that does glucose injections into your arms, legs, or wherever the nerves are being damaged, and it wakes up the nerves. So after treatment, I would literally be able to feel things that I couldn't feel before. Now, that's a temporary treatment that you have to constantly go for, and it's not fun being injected with a bunch of needles. But
Right.
those are the type of things that I've done. The things that have helped me long term really were the 2 stem cell treatments that I went for.
Okay. So tell me about your regimen for your physical fitness. How does that help you manage your MS? Tell us how long, what time of day you start. Does it happen all during the day? Things like that.
Well, I get up pretty early in the morning, about 6 a.m., and I get my own workout done, and then I work with people all over the world online, training them. But Stu, I do things a little bit differently than most people that are exercising with MS. And this is what I'm teaching my clients, and I've also come out with a membership site that I'm launching in December that people could go on and learn about how I do what I do. But there are 3 things, Stu, that are very important with MS. And number one is creating acetylcholine in the brain, which is a chemical that actually makes your muscles move. Now, to do that, it really takes a lot of concentration and work and a specific way of training. So that acetylcholine production creates muscle fiber activation. That's number one. The second thing is neuroplasticity, which we all know we're trying to get the good nerves that we have to get redirected to where we want them to go, kind of delete those bad nerves that are not working anymore. And the third thing is we want to create a brain to muscle reconnection, because with MS, we've lost that connection. Those are the 3 very important things that I make sure happen when I train and when I train my clients. Functional exercises, although they are good, and I will never say that you should not do functional movements because they're important, but laying on your back doing hip bridges or doing leg raises or things like that do not create any of this. They help you to feel better. They might help you move a little bit better, but they're not creating the important things that need to happen in the body, which is what I do every single time that I work out.
Right. Are you using heavy weights all the time, or or do you do anything more moderately?
No, I alternate. Sometimes I'll lift heavy because, I mean, that's my lifestyle as a bodybuilder.
Sure.
But I do alternate whether I'm lifting heavy and light and moderately. You don't stick with one type of workout over and over and over again. You want to get that body to adapt to different ways of training. So I do that with myself and again with my clients.
Okay, great. Thank you for these answers. By the way, tell us about your MS Fitness Challenge and the MS Fitness Challenge that you have on Facebook.
Yeah, the gym. So the MS Fitness Challenge is a charity my wife and I started 9 years ago because I had competed in a bodybuilding competition with MS, and a lot of people ask me, how did you do that? And my wife Kendra said, well, it's great. Everybody's, patting you on the back for standing on stage as a bodybuilder with MS, but how's that really helping anybody? And that's what we came up with the MS Fitness Challenge. That was a way for us to educate people with MS about fitness, which is exercise, nutrition, and mindset, and how that works to help you to battle MS. So we offer free programs on our website. We have training seminars that we do. Of course, COVID stopped one of our live ones this year, so we're looking to do another one next year, maybe not live, but maybe virtually. So we're doing a lot to reach out to the community in educating them on what fitness means and how to go about doing the things that you need to do to battle MS through fitness. And that's where the MS Fitness Challenge Gym, which is our Facebook group, comes to play. That group is a very positive group where my team interacts with everybody and gives them that information through Facebook. Also allows people like you to come on and say, hey, I'm struggling today with whatever, and we'll help you to get through that. Or if you're doing something extraordinary with MS, we want to hear about it. So we want to give a positive platform to the MS community. There's a lot of platforms where people complain about their symptoms and things like that. And that's great. I mean, we have to have both. We have to have a place where people could cry on each other's shoulders. My group is more about uplifting and talking about the positivity of what fitness is doing in our lives and the lives of our members. We have almost 7,500 members in that group so far.
Great, that's fabulous. So earlier I mentioned about your training and you're being around some of these bigwigs out there, and I didn't mention any names because I actually want you to mention the names. I see that you're endorsed by some of the major celebrities around in fitness and in entertainment, and I'd like you to tell us about these relationships. Tell us who it is that you like hanging out with, and who supports and endorses you.
Well, of course, I think most people know that Lou Ferrigno is a big supporter of mine. Today is actually his birthday, and his daughter, Shauna, is part of my team. She is our head of mindset and motivation. So Lou Ferrigno and the Ferrigno family are always behind what I'm doing. Arnold Schwarzenegger gave me a Lifetime Achievement Award a few years ago. He's endorsed what I'm doing. Tony Little, Mr. You Can Do It on television, who's Home Shopper's biggest seller with his ponytail. He actually endorsed and is involved in what I'm doing. So I'm working with people that were former Mr. Universe, like Lance Strayer, people like Annabelle Lopez, former Mr. America, John DeFendis, former Mr. USA, Tom Terwilliger, former Mr. America. These guys are all supporting what I'm doing and are behind the program and the charity.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. And it's great to know that you have all these names that, I mean, some of them, I'd be excited to be around Lou Ferrigno or Arnold Schwarzenegger. They were like, I loved watching them when I was a kid. So I understand you're working with MSers online and all over the world and helping them to empower them with your specific exercise program. Can you tell us a little bit about this program and again, why it's so effective?
Yeah, I'm working with people one-on-one, those that can afford to bring me on to work with them. And I don't let them pay me if they donate into my charity for the one-on-one training. And it's really important, again, to activate three things in our body with MS, and that's what I'm doing with those clients. And if you read the testimonials, there's hundreds of them on my website, msfitnesschallenge.org. There's tons of them on our Facebook group because I'm working with a lot of people in the group. They'll post about it. They're getting up out of wheelchairs. They're people that are now running up and down stairs that had trouble walking up and down. I worked out with one of my clients this morning, and now she's become a bodybuilder with MS, and she had trouble, just maneuvering when she first came to me. Right. But again, Stu, the most important thing is that we activate muscle fibers. We create a brain to muscle reconnection. We're getting neuroplasticity when that's possible. Neuroplasticity is a term that's thrown around a lot by people that are training people with MS, but it's not an easy thing to accomplish. You can't just say, hey, nerves, I want you to go from here to there. There has to be specific training to do that, and that's what I'm doing with my clients. But for those who cannot afford that one-on-one training, we're launching what we call our Optimal Body Training Program for MS, which is going to be a monthly program where people could go on, see how I'm doing this, follow videos, ask questions, because once a month I'll be on there live, get all sorts of information on fitness and nutrition in this membership that we're doing very, very cost effective for everybody so that everyone can afford to be on it. And the website, if you want me to give it to you, I can.
Absolutely.
It is OB, B as in boy, P as in Peter, fitness.com/checkout-pre-order. Now, you could post that somewhere where people can actually click on it, but that's where they can get in now while we're pre-enrolling people at a third of the price that it would normally be. But all of this is really how I'm getting what I do and how different it is out there to the MS community, because there's nothing, Stu, like the way I train. And there's a lot of great trainers out there. I mean, we're both very good friends with Jeff Siegel. The guy's amazing. I love Jeff. He's actually on my advisory board for my charity. Jeff trains people a little bit differently than I do. What he does is excellent, but what I do is something that is very different than that, and it should be added to the functional movements that people are doing. And that's why I launched the membership site, so that people that can't afford the one-on-one training can get in.
Great, great, great. So send me that the URL, okay? And we'll I guess I'll give it to my producer here, and we'll get it put in what they call the lower third. You know what that is, so we'll have to take care of that, okay? All right. So last, there's a lot to ask you, but I know that your time is valuable, and I just want to ask you, what's next? What's next on your horizon in your mission to help people with multiple sclerosis? What more do you have, or what are your dreams to do and to help them better, live their lives better with MS?
Well, sure, it's a great question, because I've got an amazing team with the MS Fitness Challenge. I've got people like Maureen Manley, I've got people like Monica Pelli, who's our nutrition director, Stephen Gloss, who's our director of fitness, Shauna Ferrigno, as I told you, handles all of our mindset training. We're going to continue to launch and release free programs that we can give to the MS community so they can go on and learn about this. We're also, connected to other organizations that we're working with to get their messages out there, so that people with MS could learn. I'm promoting one of the things that Jeff Siegel is doing right now, which is his flexibility program. Right. It's an excellent program. These are the things that we're going to continue to do. We're going to help people to be able to find great resources like Jeff, great resources like our MS Fitness Challenge, and continue to bring them programs like our MS Fitness Challenge training camp that we were going to do live. Again, I think next year we're going to do it virtually. But this will be a training camp with all of these team members together, helping people to work on their fitness level and to be able to understand how to get that level from here to here. We want to take our fitness to a high level when we have MS, because if we don't, our bodies deteriorate. So we've got to push, and we're going to continue to teach the MS community how to push safely, but more importantly, effectively, so that they're not just wasting their time doing exercises that don't deliver the results that they need. We want to give the MS community results, and that's what our goal is to continue to do in 2021.
That's perfect. Thank you for all that. And, remember to send me your videos so we could put them up on our YouTube channel and maybe link to them from our website as well, okay?
Will do.
All right. Thank you for all your time tonight. I mean, that was awesome. Let me shake your hand from a distance. All right, there you go. Thumbs up, whatever.
A virtual fist bump.
There we go. Exactly. Okay. Give me a power, right? Perfect. Thanks a lot.
Hey,
all right.
Pleasure.
Say hello to your family, and I'm hoping we can get past all this nonsense and we can hook up and see each other again soon, okay?
I know, I love it. I love it. And I'll send you that link. I'll message you the link so you could put it on the lower third.
Exactly. All right. Good. Thanks a lot. Take care. All right. Bye-bye.